Hello, welcome to the channel. Jamie here from JP Cars. You join me today with the Jaguar XJS. This is the first time we're putting it on the lift. And don't worry, we have had this lift inspected. I had it inspected a couple of weeks ago to make sure it's all okay, because I wasn't quite sure after that bang with the Volvo. Keep going a bit more. What the fuck was that? I've got no idea. But they said it's all good, so we're good to crack on with. And so first things first for this job to change the belts, we have the 4 belts, the alternator belt going out to the front belt. So this one you can put over the nut, it can lock into place, and then you don't actually have to take it off, you can just keep going. And this is for the engine that I have, because I've got the AC compressor on the top of the engine. So this is what I've got to follow, alternator belt first, all the way out to the front. First was the alternator belt, which is accessed from beneath the car, moving the nuts towards the alternator, which in turn pulls the alternator closer. I also had to undo the alternator mounting bolt around here to have enough give. We're in, Mark. We're in. That's 1 belt, only 3 to go. After fitting the belt, I had to bring the nuts back to the right hand side to tighten the belt. As you can see, the alternator is moving away from the crankshaft. So we're just tightening up the alternator mounting bolt, so that's good. We've got the belt on and we've got it to approximately where it was before based on our photographs and not measurements because we're useless. We've pressed the belt, and when you press the belt, you can have a certain amount of deflection in it under certain pressure. And I've got no idea if that's right, so we're going to say it is. This is my attitude, Mark. It'll be fine. There's no point in worrying about it. It is what it is. So now the car's down, we can do the rest of the belts. We're going to do this belt, which is for the AC. This goes in front of the alternator belt and behind the other 2. Do I have a Sharpie? Surely I've got a Sharpie somewhere. But this is me, remember? It is weird because I'm quite intelligent, but I'm actually also extremely thick.
Let's just measure the fucker, 50 mil.
Why do people do it in inches? It doesn't, like, 3 and 8 million 12 inches or something. Like, I don't understand. Next thing we're going to do then is put the belt on, or attempt to. I've pulled this quite far down. I don't know how far I've got to pull it down here. So we're going to put this over the compressor here, then the crankshaft, which is down in the bottom here, and onto this pulley here. The problem is, you see those 3 there? So that's the compressor that goes over, that's the pulley here, and then the crankshaft is down in the bottom. Only thing we need to do is put it over this fan first. So people do remove the fan, but you can also put the belt over the fan by doing it a blade at a time. And also this fan will probably get replaced at some point because they're known to explode.
Filling me with so much confidence.
Yes, lots of confidence in this old XJS. The second oldest car I've owned, this is, after the Triumph. Or do you prefer, Mark, the Triumph?
Oh no.
Or the XJS?
The XJS.
Real car. Triumph was cool, but this is just a different level of cool. The Triumph was cool because of the way it was done, I think. Because of the paintwork and the red seats and that. It was unique, yeah, that's why that was cool, whereas this is just a cool car. There we go. If you look down in there, you can see now that this belt is behind the fan, which is what we needed.
You're on this side?
I am. Am I in the right groove?
Look, yeah, at the back.
So, as you can see, I do need to come over quite a bit more to allow to get this belt on. So I'm going to carry on with the adjustments here, and then we'll be back.
Morning, Jamie.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. It's been a long morning. We've done 2 belts so far. I'm currently on the 3rd belt. Mark's already done this 4th belt, ready for the 4th belt to go on. He's done the nuts on it. But I'm in the tightest spot I've ever seen. But oh well, that's fine because the Jag will be running today. I don't know why you're laughing, it will be running today. We're going to have this Jag running
I love
today,
an optimist.
100%. Well, think about it, we've got 2 belts done, we've got 2 more to actually put on. Fuel will be fine.
Yeah, we've got to move the coolant pipe, don't forget.
Oh yeah, we just moved the coolant pipe because it is actually touching this belt. It needs to come this way.
Who put that coolant point in?
I might have. This is going to be the end of me, this job. 1/8 of a turn at a time for a bolt that doesn't need to be that long. But I do need to take these 2 electrical connectors out. There's 1, and there's 2.
Remind me again, whose dream car is this?
It's my dream car.
Yeah.
And it's still a dream. It'll run like a dream, it'll be fine. So just down here, you can see the belt. It isn't actually on, but it's in the position to allow us to put the other belt on. I'm currently hiding behind this pillar because I'm about to tell Mark that I made him do it the wrong way.
Fucking told you. Are you joking me?
I'm not joking you.
I told you
Look.
And you wouldn't listen?
There's no way it's going to reach over this pulley here.
Oh my God, I told you. I told
The thing is, but why are all of these running to here? Why are all of these running to here? And that one doesn't follow the trend?
Fucking, you're buying breakfast.
I am buying breakfast, yeah. Why is it running the other way to the rest of them? Do you know what I mean?
I said to you, this is opposite to the others, and you went, no, they all go that way, they all go that way, look, just keep doing it that way. Now, kindly check that we're doing the other one the right way as well, please.
Well, it's quite close, isn't it? So it's going to be fine. Be alright, it'll be fine. I have been having plenty of issues with this power steering pump. As you can see, someone here, you've got a little dent in there. Someone's obviously used something to push up against that once to get the belt over onto that pulley there. Really struggling to do it. Mark's gone home, he's got plenty of other things to do than just sit here redoing this one down there. I told Mark that it had to go down to the bottom there. It doesn't have to come to the top. So yeah, he was really pleased about that, as you can imagine. But I have seen online, after taking a bit of time, there is a bolt right down the bottom there that might hold that steering pump into place. So I'm going to give that a go, and hopefully that'll give me enough space to push it over and then get the belt on. I believe it's this one that I need to undo. It turns out it wasn't. In fact, it seemed welded into place, but the nut on the other side of it did undo, allowing me, with the help of Mike from Tiresome and his man fingers, to pull the belt over, fit the fourth and final belt, and go on the hunt for fuel.
I still used to remember, actually, the last time we went driving together, Jay.
Yeah, I've got no idea what you're talking about.
You curved your little wheel, didn't you, Jay?
I did curve my wheel. We are on our Cornish road trip. Let's go. Okay, I can't get through there. Smash my f***ing alloys.
Jay just scratched the shit out of his rim. He curved it a treat. I watched it happen. It was beautiful. Oh, he's gonna be so pissed off. He's driving angrily now.
So it turns out that there isn't actually a petrol station there anymore. So we're gonna have to go elsewhere for petrol. So I think we'd better get the Audi.
You know the amount of fuel we'd get from the fuel station?
Yeah.
You'd probably use that getting to it from the fuel station anyway.
Yeah, I did say what I could do is take, because the Scimitar's got a fuel pump, like an electric fuel pump now. We could just take the hose off and just into a jerry can. But that would be a bit of a faff, and also Jay does need this fuel to, you know, hopefully actually be in the car for some time, you know, rocking it back and forth. You're going to have to do some heat cycles as well to make sure it gets up to temperature and, you know, can regulate that.
Yeah,
all that sort of stuff.
As soon as that's done, and I get a new exhaust, or at least a silencer there, theoretically I can put it in for an MOT.
Yeah, you could. Now, is there anything glaring that would stop it going through an MOT? Your paintwork's shit, but it's not like, because bodywork-wise, unless it's sharp edges, you're fine, aren't you?
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think
it's had new calipers on the front, brakes, pads, and discs 3 years ago.
Yeah,
they're fine.
I noticed
the inboard were fine.
The inboards, yeah, they're fine, but they do have quite a lot of corrosion on them. So make sure you're going to have to do some cycles on it to get rid of that corrosion before you take it in, and hopefully it doesn't leave pitting.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it, it's fine.
After giving the old cat some fuel, I tried to start her, but the car would crank. It choked a little bit, but it wouldn't start. Then I had to go to Germany. Recently, I drove to Germany to buy a sausage, accidentally shared a bed with a man. I may have booked a room with only one bed.
Outdone myself. What the fuck is this? What have you done?
And stayed in a sausage hotel. So I've just got back from Germany. I'm not planning to record anything today, but I thought just in case the car starts, I will record this. If you enjoy watching the XJS videos, you may want to go and watch this guy called Living with a Classic. The guy's name is Adam, and he had a similar issue with a customer's XJS as to what I'm having with mine at the moment. And it comes down to this, to the coolant temperature sensor. So what he did actually was link a wire in like this into each side of the lead here. Makes the car think that the circuit is complete and the car is warmed up to temperature, from what my understanding is. I'm just going to give it a go and see if that is the issue. What that would suggest is that it's the coolant temperature sensor itself, which is there. That is the issue. Could you imagine if that started right now? This suggests to me that the sensor isn't the issue, but actually this wiring could well be. And that runs all the way through here. So I'm gonna have to cut back and see if there's any loose wiring in there. Or maybe the injectors are packed up and they're not injecting the fuel as they should be to start the car. So I traced back through the wiring but couldn't find any issues. I tried checking the resistance, but I have no idea what I'm looking at. So, people watching, is this okay? And so we are back in the unit about a week later after ordering the coolant temperature sensor for the Jaguar XJS V12. We're going to put it in and hope it sorts our issue. And so this is the sensor that I have ordered. I just hope, one, it's the right one, because I didn't check the part number, and two, that this will fix the issue. DAC 4737R temperature sensor. So I'm just going to go down in here, down where the coolant temperature sensor wire is, pull out the wiring, and it reveals to me just down there the sensor. I suppose the easiest way to find out the size that I need would be to take my new one. Yeah, that's way too big, and then that's not big enough. So I'm going to have to come in from an angle, aren't I, and spanner it off. Because I can go in from the side here, come in under the air intake, slip that over the top, make sure it's nice and tight, and then it should. And so this is the difference between the two. Obviously this older one and then this one. I have no idea if this one works, but for £7 I thought I'd give it a go. There is also a washer in here too. Just put the new washer on the new sensor. Just going to do it hand tight for now. And then straight back to tightening it under here. There is one thing I'm going to try, but first I'm going to take the battery off. So this is a very, very old coil, and I'm just wondering whether, if I put this newish one in, which was new 2 years ago, whether that might do the job. Take that one off as well, and that. See, this coil here doesn't have these connectors that kind of come out a bit like a V, like this, so I can have those and those on. So I'm just going to have to try and see if I can take these off, this old one. I'm just wondering whether this is weak. It's getting a weak spark because of this. It's not sending all the power it needs to, and it just needs that extra little boost from a newer coil. I know some of these had a secondary coil, and that's why I bought that coil originally. There, that one goes on to there, that goes on the top. We'll go there. This is the moment of truth. Oh. It nearly started then. It so nearly started, it was so much better than it has been. It really tried. Oh. I'm really happy with that. It may not have started, but it tried harder than it's ever tried before. Oh, that gets me quite happy, that does. I do actually have this Lucas coil. If I had put that just onto those, just to lie them onto them for now. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I didn't plug this back in. Oh my God, am I stupid? Yes, I am. Now the temperature sensor is plugged back in, and I've realised the error of my ways. Is this car gonna start? Oh, it tried even harder than before. Let's give that a go. See if that is what is needed to wake this car from its slumber. It tried even harder. Okay. It run. Oh my God, it ran for like 2 seconds. And with that, I decided that I would have to leave it for now because I was getting busy at work. See you in the next video.